distinguished judges, His Excellencies, parents, dear children, I must first admire your patience, the way you have been sitting, concentrating, the way you have been hearing. I can assure you, this exercise which you are making today is going a long way in future time to come. Whenever the situations are adverse, you will find very easy to pass through, and finally you will find a way how to get through it. I once again congratulate you all for this patience itself. Today's topic is a very interesting topic. A topic for educational peace, cross-cultural understanding, interfaith in harmony. Truly, all three are one subject. When you have peace of mind, education peace, everything is in harmony. When you are not in peace, everything is totally disharmonized. The first, today we are talking about peace education. Why? Nobody, each one of you, each family, each individual, society, and everywhere, there is lack of peace. There is something wrong. We have to perceive what is the basic reason. In order to solve peace in the world, I reiterate, it is not by merely passing resolutions, it's not by making laws, by amending situations. It has to be taken individually. Unless we are able to eliminate what is inside you, what is the basic cause, we are losing the peace. If you are able to overcome this, I can assure you, you will not only have peace yourself, you will have peace in the family, you will have peace in the society, nation, and globally.
Good afternoon, sir. So my question is, how can there's a lot of turmoil and political upheaval in a country. So what can the courts do to bringing stability in the country?
Very simple, I may tell you, if you know the functioning of the courts has to interpret the law of the social condition which we have got. What is happening, the law is there, the court has to interpret the law in a manner so the turmoil goes. But court cannot stop the turmoil. You can only consequences to punish a man. If suppose, take for example, if it becomes like termite, you can spray termite on the floor, termite will be gone. But when termite is growing from a country's level, it will come again. Court can punish, court can interpret law, but cannot, it is society, it is a social person who has to train, teach. That's why peace education emphasizes every resolution of Chief Justice's conference. Let hold globally, and I can tell you, since you've said so, once I was in USA, and in a paper this came out, the statement of Mrs. Clinton. I appreciated what she said in the speech. She said, if you want unity in the world, if you want peace in the world, there's only one way. There should be universally accepted value-based education right from kindergarten. The next generation, you have all hope from each one of you. I can assure you, with the change with education getting in this great institution, you will have all these problems solved.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, my question is that what are the ways through which we can make the youth realize the importance of peace education?
Today, peace education, if you heard me, I said peace education is nothing but purification of mind. Peace is, I said, has to be inside. If you want peace from outside, it will never be there. What is happening today in the world is, we start blaming each other. When you blame each other for a situation, you get a reaction immediately. When you get a reaction, the conflict arises. Wherever there is conflict, you cannot have peace at all. So basically, It has to be peace education is transformation of mind with the positivity, thinking good, speaking good. That's why I said, Vedavya said, the simple way, all the scriptures, whatever, of all the religion, no religion is bad. Every religion is absolutely good. We are not understand. We all speak about religion without knowing that religion. So what is there is, if everything, think good, speak good, do good, you'll be happier. Unless you think good, when you have bad thinking, bad speaking, and bad action, you will have bad consequences. Don't worry, this will go on with the education you are getting here.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. How can we promote peace instead of such a discrimination between men and women and black and white?
In fact, the differences are in the mind. Today you must have heard Reverend Jagdish Ganji very nicely has placed the point on this. The differences is only in the color. Differences is of the man and woman. You do not know, the world cannot be a world of happiness without having man and woman on earth. God has given all this. Every man has little woman in him. Every man has woman in him. Every woman has man in him. It is a combination of both. It is ignorance. Man's ignorance is a dominant society of the men, I must confess. I've been telling in number of speeches wherever I've been gone. It is dominance of man's society has given the difference, and whatever women are suffering is because of that. But people are becoming aware now. The difficulty is getting over. I will tell you what happened in the United States of America, who is speaking loudly today of democracy, but initially in USA, women had no right to vote. They had the government where only men can vote. The later even thereafter, where women started getting education, till 1920, one of the women did law and wanted to practice law. They said, no, how can women practice law? So this has been long trade now. Do not worry, awareness is gradually coming, and I'm sure things will be eliminated. You will have equality and respect returned by having peace education, the only foundation where new generation will come. They are being taught in the right way, in the right direction, that will bring peace and happiness and equality.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. My name is Gargi Kanojia. Sir, thirst for knowledge is one of the greatest forces that can shape one's purpose. Understanding is one of the most precious gifts a human being can possess. So, sir, my question to you is, how can education be used as a means for nurturing thirst for knowledge and attraction to beauty to the benefit of society and the upliftment of human conduct?
All the problems in society today, I tell you, lack of education. Education is the foundation, because we learn education is not literacy. The depth of knowledge today, I once again rather quote what today our Reverend founder, manager Jagdish Ganji said in his education policy. The purpose we have lost of our, unless you know what is the purpose of our life. Purpose of life is divinity. Man has come from animal. For animal we have become man. Man have to become divine. This is a process. Education is the only thing. The foundation of education only makes you aware. Today we are not even aware why we are born. Why we are born as human beings. It is not for eating, begetting children, and also making houses. Even birds does the same thing. Animal does the same thing. Human has a larger. So education is the only thing to dissolve the ignorance and makes you the purpose of life. Once you know the purpose of life, all differences will go, and that is the reason once education is properly done, you will find total peace in earth, and you will find everything that is lacking. Even today, hardly 18% of human beings are properly educated. It's not literacy. So people are not even aware of the education in which they are passing through. Once proper education given, I'm sure all will dissolve.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, if we take a look at the military forces of the various countries of the world, we will conclude that they are really very powerful. And masterminds are running bare hands today. This is happening because the politicians are mixed with these terrorists and they easily get saved from getting caught. So my question is, how can the judiciary do more to resolve this problem?
I tell you, judiciary has played in the past also important role. Though in spite of that, it is limitation, no doubt. In spite of limitation, it has gradually widened its horizon. Sometimes they say judiciary become proactive, but wherever there is a lacking, because the three wings, even under constitution all over the globe, executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, they are all complementary. It is not contradictory. Sometimes in the lacuna, little transgression is interpretation is permissible. So whatever is the objective, because every word in the constitution, every word in the law is dynamic. It is not static. A very word can be interpreted in different situations differently. In another situation, interpreted differently. With social changes going on, at least we have seen today also, yesterday also, some of the judges are what you are speaking here. It is auditorium is gradually being transformed into judgments, helping children, doing your deforestation. So all judges are trying to do within the limitation what is possible. But more than that, I can tell you, judges, even with the limitation while performing judicial function, has also another important moral function. When they speak outside, because people have still faith in them, people have the moral responsibility the way they speak. By that, they are also impressing upon the point which you are having here in the conference. So they are all doing it. It will take time because the world is full of negativity. We are gradually dissolving. You can't have quick result. Even if you put a seed inside, it takes time, years and years to grow. Have patience. I am sure we are in the right direction to do well.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. So my name is Shreyash. So my question to you is, isn't that the courts in many countries take a long period of time to rule out their decision? Isn't that a backdrop of justice providing authority?
Actually, there are two things. A justice system delayed is a system which needs correction. A judge individual delaying giving judgment is an individual question of shortage. But I feel as far as India is concerned, this question was raised, you have put a good question, while the Golden Jubilee celebration was going on, with Supreme Court having 50 years complete of India. This question was posed by Chief Justice of India himself. He said, what is the reason of delay in justice system? He said, in Australia there are 75 judges per million. In England, there are 101 judges per million. In America, 105 judges per million. But India, there are 10.5 judges per million. He said the judges, in spite of giving dates, because so many pending cases, because of population growth or unless you increase the strength per million, as I told you, every country having good rapid and quick disposal is the basic reason. But this is now being looked by the government. This has to discern judiciary helpless. Judiciary can do, each judge is a number of cases finds, deciding 70, 80 cases per day. It can't be more than that. It is not possible. But this is a rapid, the whole system is to be re-examined and government is looking into it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Honorable Sir, my question to you is, according to you, what is true justice?
True justice is truth justice where you are able to decide truthfully the issues as per the rule of law. Is the justice the rule of law. And the other justice is the true justice. We are able to have comprehensive thinking correlating with the human conduct. If you are able to interpret law both combined, it will true justice. Justice is truth and nothing beyond. I told you just now, when justice is only one, it is truth. And truth can't be two. And that is how you are able to find the truth, is with the true justice.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm afraid I'll have to interrupt here. Thank you so much, sir, for answering all the questions. And we're running short of time as it is due to paucity of time. Right now we would suspend the question answer session. And children, you'll get an opportunity in the next session to be asking your questions. Thank you so very much, sir. Very kind of you. Children can